got killed by a gun.
Sometimes I'm afraid I'll run into one of them.
What are you afraid will happen if you do?
That they'll like try to kidnap me and hurt me.
My cousin, he was in a gang and he was going to get out of the gang, and he told the people that were in the gang that he's not going to be in there, and they ganged up on him in an alley or something, and they hit him in the head with a baseball bat.
Well, when I first started to get involved in gang activity, it was just my friends. We all hung around together and we all wore the same colors. It was never like protecting ourselves. That's what I never got about the gangs on the res. It's not like we were gonna get jumped for walking past somebody's cornfield out here.
Several family members that were alcoholics, and they had terrible lives.
And our team cheer is
fire, woman. And I got my Indian name as an adult. Like Mike has said, it's never too late to get an Indian name, and I got my Indian name from a man here who has since gone on to the spirit world, and he was one of my very first spiritual teachers. When I stopped drinking alcohol and I stopped using drugs, I was 23 years old, and Mike was almost 3 years old when I quit using alcohol and drugs. So he has been raised almost completely in a home that's never had alcohol or drugs in it. And that's something that he is doing with his own kids. And when I got my Indian name and I first got sober, my mom was my teacher and was my, my role model in learning how to be a Native woman and have that pride and what that meant to be an Ojibwe woman.
So my grandma, she says, you take some tobacco, go down to the old villager post and you give those elders some tobacco and you ask questions. Then if they can answer you, then you'll know what to do. But she said if those elders can't answer you, you take some of this tobacco in the woods and you talk to the spirits and you ask for help. Well, what my question was, how am I going to live my life? Do you like an Indian person or a non-Indian person? Oh, it's all mixed up, see? So I went down to talk to the elders, but they couldn't give me no answer. So then I started going in the woods like my grandma said, tobacco, put it down, talk out loud. And my grandma, she said, you keep talking, don't give up, keep going back and talking. So I kept doing that. So then, you know, one night I had a dream, and that's how things start. They'll start in a dream first. Then you'll see that dream come true. So my grandma, she says, you take some tobacco, go down to the old villager post and you give those elders some tobacco and you ask questions. Then if they can answer you, then you'll know what to do. But she said if those elders can't answer you, you take some of this tobacco in the woods and you talk to the spirits and you ask for help. Well, what my question was, how am I going to live my life? Do you like an Indian person or a non-Indian person? Oh, it's all mixed up, see? So I went down to talk to the elders, but they couldn't give me no answer. So then I started going in the woods like my grandma said, tobacco, put it down, talk out loud. And my grandma, she said, you keep talking, don't give up, keep going back and talking. So I kept doing that. So then, you know, one night I had a dream, and that's how things start. They'll start in a dream first. Then you'll see that dream come true.
You guys are the future. You guys are the future leaders. And we're hoping that you can see and do what's right.
Teamwork, having fun, honesty, and respect.
Looking at what we're doing and where we're trying to go with prevention and community development as it relates to having a healthy, safe community and developing the strengths in the community so that we can cut down on the violence and the alcohol and drugs, I thought this would be a wonderful opportunity for us to get involved.
And then she goes to me, she goes, Maria, I like our banners, but are we going to have to erase them? Or are you going to take them away? And then I just went, wow, thank you for asking that question. You know, sometimes I'm old and I forget these things. And the thing is that these banners are yours, and they're going to be here in this Boys and Girls Club. And like Mariah said, she goes, so you mean my little sister's going to come in here and see the banner that I made? Is that what you said? And what did you say? That you were happy that your little sister was going to get to see it? She says, because my name's up there and I worked really hard.
was sitting here on the side of the road, and there's these semi-trucks going by, and I was thinking about it. Like, man, it'd be so easy just to go slide underneath one of them trucks, man, when they come by. Nobody's gonna care, you know? It'd be all over after that. And I had one last cigarette left, man. I went and broke that cigarette up, and then I went out by the first tree I seen, man. I just looked around, and I seen that tree sitting there, and I went and broke it down like that, and I turned around, and I went back to my basket of clothes there, and one of them truck drivers, he stopped like that, and he said, "Hey, man, you need a ride to town?" And I didn't say nothing, man. I picked up my clothes, man. I got in that truck, man, and he gave me a ride to town. If he hadn't have done that, man, if I hadn't put my tobacco down and asked the Creator for help, I might not be here today, man.
Don't neglect your spiritual development. And don't neglect your history and your culture and your family. It's who you are, it's where you came from, and that's what will carry you forward.
Five!
4, 3, 2, 1!
Whoa, that's looking good.
Okay, hang on.
Now, during the part where we debrief about what worked, look, this egg is attacked.
Go!
Team Littlefoot won!
We've seen the power of one community member picking up some skills and some training and getting support to use the strengths they have, and then in turn reaching out to help others.
All of these is no gangs. No gangs, no violence.
No gangs on reservation.
Gangs, no drugs, no violence.
No gangs. No violence.